Oh snap, here we go. We Xing up again. What are the odds of me doing two straight edge bands back to back? But hey, this is where we're at. Yeah. So if you're just now finding out, I'm Matt Diazable and I do music reviews and I talk about music on my YouTube channel. So thanks for coming on by. If you just discovered me, if you're coming on back, thank you. You're the best for rewatching and keep, I guess, updating yourself with my stuff. So thank you. But yeah, today I am checking out the latest release from a band called Cast Down with their EP called Force. If you're unfamiliar with this band, Cast Down is a straight edge hardcore band from Columbus, Ohio, and have been active since about 2023. They put out a few EPs. I think this is their second or third EP they've put out. They've been consistent in the hardcore scene in the Columbus and Midwest scene. I discovered them when Spotify was recommending me new bands to check out, and I was like, Cast Down. Don't think I've seen them before. And I saw the X in their name. I was like, possibly a straight edge band. Lo and behold, I was right. So that's how I got introduced to this band. So I'm hoping this review will introduce you to the band, whether you like them or not. So let's check it out. And Cast Down is bringing that straight edge fury with this latest EP, Force. It's a 6-track EP that is big on heaviness, groove, and polished production. And I would say their sound kind of leans a little bit more into a metallic hardcore territory. Dense riffs, pounding drums, and very deep guttural vocals that kind of recall like not similar bands that are straight edge, but just bands like First Blood and No Zodiac come to mind when I was listening to this band. While also weaving in some eerie samples and some dark atmospheres between their tracks. And I think a good example of that is the opening track here, Force, which really uses like a static, distorted vocal sample to really set a grim atmosphere, very grim and oppressive atmosphere. And then the band completely unloads itself on you with the song Faking It, with a very groovy and crushing song full of dense bass and nasty, vocally gritty vocals. And this song is a very good, strong introduction to their formula and style, and that is slamming breakdowns, suffocating low-end style riffing, and production style that makes everything just sound enormous. So here's a little clip of Faking It so you get a sense of just how large this band sounds. Huge, right? One thing I was able to kind of realize about this band is that not every breakdown feels that memorable. They're kind of a bit run-of-the-mill and a bit generic at times. And there's always like a creepy, I guess, sample they use to end almost every song. And it feels a little bit repetitive. Especially by the time you hit the third track, Facade. I will say that the band kind of hits their stride when they kind of let urgency creep into their sound. And a good example of that is the song Broken Bonds, because it really stands out because it has a bit of a faster tempo to it, some really good scaling riffs, and a very epic back end of the song that just builds up to this very unforgettable groove. So here's a small clip of Broken Bonds and showing you like how good and how they excel at being a little bit faster. Got a good groove to it. Then you have the closing song, Cast Down, which kind of leans into slower, more punishing riffs. And the vocalist kind of reminds me of Carl from First Blood in terms of how he sounds very heavy and grimy, just like him. And overall, it makes it, they're doing a pretty heavy and gritty breakdown with this last song that kind of lands pretty well. So here's a clip of that right now. It's a filthy breakdown. And they have one guest spot on this EP, and that's on the song Gloat featuring the vocalist of Mugshot. And this song really helps break up the monotony of this EP and add some extra venom, showing how being a little bit more collaborative really brings a new edge to the band's sound. For being a straight edge hardcore band, Cast Down's message is rooted in discipline and defiance. And their sound really reflects that because it is blunt, forceful, and unrelenting. But while Force is undeniably heavy and mixed in pretty good to sound quite massive, it doesn't seem to take enough risk to really separate itself from the rest of the pack. The ingredients are there: groove, grit, conviction. They just need to push further into like more dynamic territory and explore their sound a little bit more if they want to rise above other bands in the scene. And so this EP, Force, is a strong, punishing statement from the band Cast Down, proving that the Ohio hardcore scene, it breeds heavy-hitting bands. Now, the next task for this band is to take that weight, shape it, and form it into something that is very unforgettable. Because for now, the band is kind of just one of another hardcore bands in the mix. So I would give this latest release from Cast Down an okay to all right 6.5 out of 10. Links down below. Tell me what you think about this EP and the Columbus, Ohio scene, all that stuff. Drop some recommendations. And like always, guys, see you in the pig.
Been thinking good things about you.